We back, INT reacts, and we got another one for that ass. And me and my homie Anthony, another Anthony collaboration, another JUNNA drum cover. So shout out to my man Anthony. If you want your song, your drum cover, your live video, your documentary featured on your boy INT Reacts show, you just hit the Venmo or Cash App, or down below is the PayPal or the Big Cartel. Send that donation through with your suggestion and I'll put it to the front of the queue. I get tens, hundreds of comments a day. I can't do them all. It's just simply not possible at this point. Thank you guys for boosting this channel up into the stratosphere. And most importantly, my homie Anthony, who's the most dedicated supporter. Now, we've done JUNNA, her DragonForce cover, and when I watched that cover, I thought she was like 12. So that being said, I let one thing slide that I wouldn't have let slide if I knew she was in her 20s, which you all commented that she's in her 20s. So when she was doing the ride pattern on the majority of the fast beat, she was only hitting the ride on the 1 and the 3. The 2s and the 4s were the snares, and she was not hitting the ride with the snare. Now that is something a beginner would tend to do. So I thought, because of her age, maybe she just hadn't like nailed that technique down. The DragonForce guy hit the ride on the 1, 2, 3, and the 4, and probably some of the ands and the e's, because you go 1 E and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. But so JUNNA did not do that. So I let that slide in the first reaction because I thought she was like 12. She looks 12. The fills were perfect. She didn't get off beat. Her animation was perfect. Her like double bass was perfect. Everything was perfect. Just that one thing, just a little off. Just a drummer of her status, and I'm sure now she's doing the rides on the 1, 2, 3s, and 4s. So anyway, this. Don't get mad. You'll get mad. Some people are gonna be like, dog, I can play that. Trust me, I can play that beat with the ride on the 1, 2, and 3, and 4. But she's a much better drummer than me in terms of hitting all the fills, and I'm way out of practice. I was a drummer back in the day, but I can still rip. Anyway, I'm not saying I'm better than her. I can just do the 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the ride, and not just because she's hitting it when the snare isn't going. I'm done with that. The song she chose, or the song Anthony chose, the drum cover of is, I think, this animation song. So it doesn't really have live drums in it. But anyway, it's got 9.2 thousand likes. I'm going to click it and give it 9,201 likes. And it's got 441,000 views. So let's make it 441,001 views. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to let this one rip. It looks like the same studio, the same kit, maybe the same age, maybe the same exact session. So let's just see what she comes up with for this. So what I'm getting from this is just her absolute confidence behind the kit, allowing her to not miss a beat on the musical piece and then make her faces and do her animated moves, her feet. This isn't one of those like marathon double bass speed metal songs. So this is more groove based and feeling based. And so she's doing a great job. Let's just rewind it back. She is hitting the ride of the crash on the 1s and the 3s, but that is intentional because this song has that disco sort of upbeat unlike the DragonForce. And you could say, I'm wrong, I'm totally wrong, I don't know what I'm talking about, but we're here. We're here. We can disagree and agree and respect one another. So here we go. Let's from the top. The toms sound great. The thing about the first, and oh, he pauses too much. Well, I think of things on the fly. The first music video I did, her toms sounded like there was loose leaf paper on the back end of the drum heads. They were very dead. But I'm really curious why that tone was selected for that record. But here, her toms sound amazing. Her kit sounds amazing. It looks amazing. And she's playing with fun. She's fun and having a great time behind the set. So the thing about her is the way she incorporates the kick into the fills. It just gives it that bigger sound, and the space. Some people overplay on the toms, but she adds the kick in between the toms, which just gives it that more open sounding. And I think it sounds better. It sounds more professional. So there's that. Again, this song isn't this like dramatic speed metal song. It's a very like disco-y, groovy, bouncy track, and she's handling it really well. She's moving her whole torso to the beat without missing any of the hits. So, but it's, you know, like the DragonForce was a lot more stamina, speed, and precision based. This is more feeling based. So it's good to see her versatile in both departments. And I'm sure once I start diving into the band, which I don't like, I just got off a plane for 20 hours, but I want to start diving into her band, but I also want to get into the Love Bite stuff too. So I got a full schedule ahead. Let's keep rolling. Let's rewind it a few minutes and a few seconds and see where we're at. Her faces are just ridiculous. And she's real good with the dynamics. She knows when to hit light and just get that subtle stroke, and then when she wants to turn it up, she just whacks the drums harder. She's really animated her whole like physical body and facial expressions to the dynamic of the beat, which is like, that's more fun to watch than someone who's just sitting there with no reaction or emotion. So I think that's what's so popular about her. She's cute. She's got the pigtails, the little outfit. So she really has a good good marketing branding to her. Plus the fact that she's really good, and she looks super young. I thought she was 13 or 12. I thought she was 12, to be honest. So the fact that she looks half her age is working for her, I'm sure, too. So that was pretty sick. Thanks to Anthony for making this happen. I think, is this the song? Yeah. So this is cool. Like, what separates this from the DragonForce drum reaction cover is that she made up her own parts. I like what she did with the bell and the china and the toms during, like, I think it's the chorus part. So it shows her not just her ability to play and perform, but also write parts. So whereas, you know, the DragonForce sort of had outline or a skeleton for her to follow, this was all synthetic drums that she just came up with her own parts to, rocked out, didn't miss a note. And yeah, dude, I'm more excited to hear the band Hagame, her band's like latest material with her as the drummer in like a seasoned role where she's been the drummer for a while and have written the songs. So I love it. She looks like, is this the same exact session? She looks just super young. And again, the question is, where's the audio? They must have like overhead mics, but the kick sounds too good to not be mic'd. So there might be a mic hiding in the kick drum. Let's just listen to these drum tones again. Yeah. The kick doesn't have that giant triggery sound, so it's just a mystery. I saw other commenters saying other reactors said the same thing. This video is 6 years ago. Let's see what the comments are. The 7 dislikes are from 5 drums and the 2 sticks. That's a great comment. I'm going to give that a thumbs up. Yeah, that's what I said. She's a good drummer, but it's delightful to see her having so much fun. That's like, it sucks when you see a band and they look like they're not having fun. Things I like about her videos, how much fun she's having, how hard she's hitting the drums at times, and how easy she makes it look. Yeah, I mean, she has it all. And I think the fun factor makes it even more enjoyable. So that was it. That was a quick one. I'm going to keep this under 20 minutes, guys. But if you like the show, leave your comments. Let me know where you're from. If you disagree with some of my opinions, just be cool about it. Someone said I have a narrow range of taste. On the last, I think it was Bandmade video I did, where I literally said the entire song, how amazing I thought the song was. And then they said, it sounds like you should only listen to, what's it called? Love Bites, because you have a very narrow taste in music. Look, dude, I make hip hop music. I make country hip hop music. I make metal music. I make punk music. I make reggae music. I listen to everything from John Coltrane to Herbie Hancock, the Watermelon, all the way to like this harder speed thrash metal. I like pop music. I like Michelle Branch and Backstreet Boys. I like Nipsey Hussle. I like Strung Out. I like punk rock, hip hop, gangster rap. Like I like everything. To say I have a narrow palette in music is crazy. I've made so many different kinds of songs. I listen to so much different kinds of music. I teach yoga, so I play all sorts of EDM and like Hindu and Buddhist music. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird. People who have bad negative comments are a very interesting breed of people. So don't be one of them, or be one of them, and we'll just go back and forth on the comments and boost the algorithm for the video. But that was JUNNA with RUMA, Riinu Kun drum cover. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Actually, I give it a 10.5 out of 10. And Anthony, I want to say shout out to you, brother. It's always enjoyable getting your emails, listening to your suggestions, and having a virtual interweb drummer brother. So my name is INT Intrinsic. If you want to listen to my range of music that I put out, just go to Spotify, look up Intrinsic. I got a song called Sundown. That's a cover of the Gordon Lightfoot, the old folk singer. He actually is on it. We sampled his harmony for the chorus part. So I got that song. That's like a country hip hop song. I got Welcome Back Home featuring Jamie Madrox and Boondocks from Twisted and Magic Ninja Entertainment. That's a country hip hop song. Then I have a whole slew of just straight hardcore, horrorcore hip hop. I have metal. My album Pro Antagonist is like the Metallica Black Album, but with more intricate song structure, Pantera-ish, that kind of heavy shit. I shouldn't have said the Black Album, but the cover is black. I have Lasers and Poison, which more is like a hardcore metal album. And I have all sorts of hip hop albums from Tricks of the Trade to Real Time. And then I had just released a punk album, Famous When I'm Dead. So I like all kinds of music. I like all kinds of people. I like all kinds of food. I like all kinds of experiences. I'm a Sag, baby. I want to experience it all before I'm buried in the ground. So now we're almost at a 20-minute reaction, but I'm glad you're still listening. I'm glad you're engaged. I'm glad this channel's blowing up. And we're going to do more Love Bites, more Hagame, and of course, more Bandmade. So put your suggestions in a dodo for some dono, and then we'll make some more videos. Peace!